Okay, morning everyone. Now, I started to work when I was 17 years old at First Citizens Bank, and I worked at the bank for 19 years. And I've been in the energy sector for 10 years. So I have 29 years of corporate experience, right, which I'll share with you all. So I have 10 minutes. I just want to share 7 experiences I've had, right, each one about a minute and a half, and then I'll hand you over to Father Harvey. All right, the first thing you need to know is that as Catholics, we are meant to be the best employees wherever we work. As a Catholic, people should say that's an excellent employee. If people say that you're lazy, that you're selfish, that you're prejudicial, that's not a very good witness. So the first thing that we have to look at is how people view us. And one of the first things we have to embrace is humility. No matter how fast you climb the corporate ladder, we must always remain humble. And I remember at the bank when we built our corporate headquarters around the Savannah, First Citizens at the time, a guy came to see me. And I said, come right up. And I went into Mr. Hawaii's office. Larry Hawaii was the CEO. And I cocked up my foot on the man desk, trying to impress this guy. Because humility is important. Huh? And here was I, full of pride and being arrogant. I said, yes, come right in, have a seat. I said, yes, how can I help you? And before the guy could talk, I said, hold on, let me just take this call. I said, hello, Chavez, how are you going? How are things in Venezuela? That was before he died, of course, And I hung up the phone. And I was sure this guy was impressed because I knew Chavez. But the guy was watching me kind of strange. I said, sorry about that, but I'm a very busy man. So he said, well, I said, no, hold on, let me just call Obama. I said, Barack, how are things in America? I said, okay, congrats, you just won the elections. And I hung up the phone. So I'm sure the guy was impressed because I knew both Barack Obama and Chavez. But the guy was watching me like if I was mad. But remember, humility is important. And then I said, oh, sorry about it, but just one last call. Pick up your phone. I said, Prince William, congrats on the wedding, congrats on the baby. Right, when you're coming down, bring a suitcase for me and so forth. And I hung up the phone. And by now, I was sure the guy was convinced that I was somebody important. I said, yes, how can I help you? He said, well, I'm from TSTT. I came to install the phone. Right, so that's why the first thing as a Catholic is humility. What's the first thing as a Catholic? Humility. Right. The second thing is that we must always speak the truth. All right? We mustn't try to pass the blame on to anybody else or try to pull down anybody else to climb the corporate ladder. Right? There's no need for your flame to go brighter by distinguishing or extinguishing somebody else's flame. And I remember at the office, we decided to raise some funds for a charitable cause. So I recommended St. Vincent de Paul. And I said, sure, we'll do that. And there was this particular lady in Goodwood Park. Now, this lady would give a lot of money to charity. But she said, I not give any money to any religion. Right? She don't want to hear about Christian, Hindu, Muslim. She said, if it's somebody with a special cause, she will help out. So one of my friends said, Sheldon, we could still get this money for St. Vincent de Paul. I said, partner, I'm not feeling comfortable with this, He said, no. He said, here what? I'll just go and play dumb, and she'll give me stuff. I said, that's something wrong with that. He said, no. So he went and he knocked on the woman's door. Knock. Lady came out. She said, yes, how can I help you? He said, She said, oh, you poor thing, you're dumb. She gave him ham, turkey, currants roll, sweet and sour curry chicken, doubles, old pa, young ma, pilau, peas. He get basket upon basket, real stuff. Right? And I said, well, this could come in handy for St. Vincent de Paul. He said, well, just go by the lady and do the same thing. I said, that is all? He said, yeah, that is all. So I went to the lady and knocked on the door. Knock. She came out. She said, yes, how can I help you? I said, She said, oh, you poor thing, you dumb too? I said, yes. Because as a Catholic, you always have to talk the truth. All right? So no matter what the consequences, always talk the truth. All right? She asked the question and I answered her. Right. The third thing you need to know is that you cannot please everyone. All right? You cannot please everyone. No matter how hard you're working, you'll always have somebody who don't like you, who will say that the blood will take you, because not everybody have the same values as you. Not everybody come from the same Christian background as you. But you still have to love them, right? And just remember, you can't please everyone. I remember as a young boy trying to please my mother, and one day, I ran home from Port of Spain to Savo behind a bus. I was like the late Archbishop. I came inside panting, right? And as I ran inside, I said, Mommy, you'll be so proud of me. I just ran home from Port of Spain to Savo behind a bus, and I saved $2. She told me one coat. So why are you so stupid, boy? Why you run behind a taxi and save $4? Right? So you wouldn't always be able to please everyone. Right? The fourth thing I also learned is that be careful of your words and what you say. All right? Be careful of what you say. Words could damage people and words could hurt people. All right? So as a Catholic person, be gentle with your words. Let your words build up. Let be creative. Let be words of hope, words of joy, words of peace, words of encouragement. And I remember before I worked at the bank, I'd gone across to Guyana to see if I got a job. Things were a little tight in Trinidad. That's when oil had dropped to $9 a barrel in 1984, if you remember that. And when we went across there, me and my partner, he went in first. He said, "How old are you?" He said, "I'm 20. He said, "How long are you in Guyana?" He said, 2 years. He said, "Well, how you came to Guyana? By boat or by plane?" He said, "By boat." They said, "We have the job, but we're looking for one other person." So the guy came back to me. He said, "Sheldon, very easy. They'll ask you 3 questions. You have 3 answers. 2, 20, and boat." So I learned that thing by heart. If you hear me, 2, 20, boat. Say it to me. 2, 20, boat. 2, 20, boat. Help me now. 2, 20, boat. Sean. 2, 20, boat. Right. So I walk in that room with confidence. The lady said, "How old are you?" I said, 2. She watched me like if I'm mad, She said, "How long are you in Guyana?" I said, 20. She said, "Is a donkey or a fool?" I said, "Both." Right? So you have to be careful of your words and what you say, Right? So even though you walk into a situation confident, you might end up sounding foolish. All right? So don't feel that you know everything. And don't be full of pride. I remember pride takes us away from God. Humility brings us back to God. Right. The fifth thing, I remember it's 7, so I'll leave it just now further. Right. The fifth thing is that things are not always as they seem. Things are not always as they seem. As I was in Guyana there, I say I'll stay on a little bit. I look for another job and they're looking for somebody to be a woodcutter. They asked the first guy, he said, "What experience you have in cutting down trees?" He said, "You see me, man? I cut down trees in the Congo forest." They said, "Very impressive. You have the job." They asked me, they say, "What experience you have?" And I said, "Well, I cut down trees in the Himalaya mountains." They said, "Good." And then the third guy there, he gave me a real strange answer. They said, "Partner, what experience you have?" He said, "You see me? I cut down trees in the Sahara Desert." So the one said, "Stupid what?" She said, "The Sahara Desert have no trees." He said, "Not again." So things are not always as they seem, right? Also, I just want to share with you all the second last example, the 8th example, is do not get caught up in gossip and bad talking to other people, all right? Very easy in office politics. In fact, your job as a Christian is to talk to the person who nobody talks to. Talk to the person who is the most unpopular person. Learn the name of every messenger, every guard, and every maid, because that is your crisis. Whatsoever you do to the least of my brothers, that you do unto me. And whatever you do, focus and mind your business. Wherever the crowd heading, you head in the opposite direction. Narrow is the way. And I remember I lost my focus once. We were going to this new club up in St. Anne's. At the time it was Club Coconuts. A few years ago, you all might remember that. And we were passing in front of St. Anne's, my former home, as being a crazy Catholic. And as I was passing there, I saw they put up this big wall. And the taxi driver passed, and all here is 8. 8. 8. I said, like, you're sharing food behind that wall? Probably lasagna or something. And my partner said, "Sheldon, let me go." I said, no, I must know what's over that wall. But I ain't seen nobody. All here is 8. 8. 8. The man said, "Mind your business. Focus." I said, "Partner, just give me a boost up. Let me see what's happening over that wall." He boosts me up. As we come over the wall, I get one big stone to the head. All here is 9. 9. 9. That is why it's always important to focus and to mind your business. And the final thing I'll share with you all today is that expect anything from anyone, anytime. Expect anything from anyone. Don't let people disappoint you or hurt you. Just pray for them and know that you're dealing with all different types of people from different backgrounds and so, right? And the last example I'll share is I was looking for a job before I even started at the bank, and I went to the Emperor Valley Zoo. And I said, "Partner," I said, "I'm looking for a job." That was in the days of Hans Booz, And the guy said, "Boy, things real bad. We even send home animals. We just send home a manikou and two agouti." And it's true, they passed with the pink slip in them out, they just got laid off and stuff. And then a guy came in and he said, "The gorilla just died." So I started laughing. He said, "What are you laughing at?" He said, "Gorilla is the main attraction." I said, "Partner, you don't know who I am? I am the crazy Catholic. I'm an actor. Just give me a gorilla suit and I will be a gorilla." They say, "Are you sure?" I said, "Partner, it's me." So I put on this gorilla suit, put on one hand here, one hand here, and I zip it up, man. Put on the headpiece and I go on the zoo. You say, hoo, ha, ha, hoo, ha, ha. Big crowd come out. TV6, CNC3, all the radio stations and things. The children pelt nuts, I pelt back chana. They pelt fig, I pelt back bananas, right? But it's little children, Trinidad children, so I get big stone, piece of wood, piece of glass, and all kind of thing. And fantastic atmosphere. Another time, Wendy Fitzgerald just won Miss Universe. You all know Miss Wendy. So I said I will impress Wendy. I would just swing across the cage and show Wendy how a real gorilla swing. So I swing across the cage. Whee! The crowd went, ha! How the crowd went? Right, I know some of you all there recognize you all from the other day. Right, so I said I will swing back across. As I swinging back across, whee! Halfway across, the vine burst. And your boy fall, like a breadfruit, into the lion cage. Now let me tell you all something, eh? Zoo concrete has been the hardest concrete in the world. As I hit the concrete, but oh gosh, the crowd spin wrong. I say, hoo hoo, ha ha, hoo hoo, ha ha. Because when you're an actor, you have to stay in character. And the lion roaring. If you hear lion, roar. How the lion roar? Right, like a zoo move. All right, nice. Right. So I said, well, I'll stay in character. And the lion coming closer to me. So I said, I'll talk to the lion in ordinary language. So I said, lion, hoo hoo, ha ha, hoo hoo, ha ha, hoo hoo, ha ha. Which means in gorilla language, I know Tarzan. Right? Lion, where you going? But the lion never understand that language. The lion start to roar more. Roar. And coming closer. I say, you see me? I forget this gorilla thing. I say, help! Help! Please don't eat me. Please help. I'm not really a gorilla. I'm a man in a gorilla suit. The lion say, hush now, boy. You're 2 lost your walk. All right, so God bless you all. I'll see you all. All right? Have a nice day.